But now we're going to get you to do something, because we know what the problem is. We've talked about the drought, we've talked about water, we've talked about the failure of government and so on, and I just thought we thought we'd ask people here tonight to speak to Australia and say something. What do you think? In one sentence, what would you like to say to the people who are viewing us all over the country? Peter?
Thanks, Alan. Yeah, I'd just like to say the government is literally killing us with their inaction. Yeah, and we haven't even got to the recovery phase as yet. And what we do without Lions and Aussie helpers, I have no idea, because we've got nothing from the government.
Katie, where's Katie? Where you go?
Hi. Look, our national herd is at a critical level. Our breeding cows are going through the sale yards every day. It breaks my heart. The government needs to listen to its farmers. It needs to save this herd, because when these herds go, so do our regional communities.
Absolutely, absolutely. Callie, I think's up here. Callie wanted to say something. Callie, we're coming up. Dan's running with the mic. It's lovely to get these views. You're talking not to us, you're talking to Australia.
Hello. Yes, look, I agree with Katie. That was my thing. I would love someone to buy some hay for me so I don't have to sell the last of the cows.
Awful. Absolutely, because you've got that attachment to the cows. What about Kim? Where are you, Kim?
Thank you very much. What I've got to say is that agriculture is the key to the Australian economy. Always has been and always will be. And irrigation is the key to agriculture. And we must not impede irrigation in any way whatsoever. We must look at piping water from the top end down here into dams through 30-inch pipes, get that water down here so we can have dams at 90% full all the time.
Good on you.
And stop the environmental flows which are stealing water from agriculture.
100% correct. 100% correct. Andrew? I think Andrew's down here. Andrew?
Yes, Alan. I'd just like to say what this lady here has been doing is unreal. Doesn't say much for ScoMo, does it? You know, what's he give us? He gives us nothing. But you've got to rely on these sort of people to carry us through.
Absolutely.
And I'd like to see if we can get some sort of a Christmas present out of the government. It would be great, like Shire rates or something like that. Just take a bit of pressure off.
I know. Well, Peter, I think Peter, where are we, Peter?
Thank you, Alan. My biggest concern at the moment is stock water, and the government is not doing a single thing for stock water. Now, I'm only a small cattle farmer, and my cattle drink over 10,000 litres of water per day. And when you look at that, and the government's not doing anything to help us to look after our stock with water, the nation's in a terrible...
Well, I think the answer to that is no one in Canberra knows anything about farming at all. We've got a young fella here, Harrison. Where are you, Harrison? The little fella wanted to say something.
Yeah, well, I'm from a little central western town of Tottenham, New South Wales. We run beef cattle, Santa Gertrudis. Well, what I'd like to see is government action. When we're gone, we're gone. I'd like to see a little bit of action taken on this natural disaster. If we weren't here, if they just did nothing and they just let us drift off down the river, we're gone forever. We have nothing to build up on our infrastructure.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that beautiful? And the final word to Marcus.
Hi, Alan. I've listened to all your broadcasts on the Murray-Darling Basin Plan, and it just seems to allow a single monopoly to capitalise on all of our water resources. And to me, coming from the city, it seems like sort of like Google monopolising our data. And it's really scary, and I worry for it. We need to save our water, and we need to save our farmers.
Brilliant, brilliant. Well, thank you for that. We'd love to talk. That's terrific feedback.